This is from 2011. It's a real case in Doctor Who clinic. So she is female, 22 years old. The history about her condition is intermittent mental disorder, started 3 years ago after her parents asked her to study abroad in Canada. Didn't sleep 7 days and kept hanging around with hyperactivity and abnormal behavior. So didn't sleep 7 days. And after that, she slept for 7 days.
Straight.
Yeah, straight, 7 days. And that's happened for 3 years, like on and off for 3 years. So the longest was 7 days, and the shortest was 2 days. So it on and off. When the disease not occur, that the patient will like common person. She was diagnosed by doctor in Canada as manic depressive tendencies, double depression. So it's double depression. That is like the difficult word right there. So it didn't get better after taking some Western medicine for depression. So she came back to China for further treatments. So if you see this case, what kind of treatment you will use for her? You might think ghost point. Yeah. Ghost point, right? And the symptoms at the first treatment, when she the first visit, was had conscious and normal expression, pale and yellowish complexion, an acne scar on the face, bad appetite, normal urine and bowel movement, and easily to get excited, lot of dream, low quality of sleep, scanty menses when the symptoms occurred, with the dark color menses, and pale tongue, thin coating, thin fur, deep thin and slightly wiry pores. This is from the first visit. As you can see, based on the history, and symptoms of her, Doctor Who diagnosed it with depression, liver qi stagnation, and spleen deficiency, inability of mind and enteral soul. So they have something to do with shen or mind that's stored in the heart, and enteral soul that's stored in the liver. And the principal treatment for her is smoothing liver qi, fortify, it's not tonify, it's fortify, to build up the normal function of the spleen, and awaken mind and calm down enteral soul. So because enteral soul go crazy, like she cannot sleep well, and then we have bad behavior, and opening orifices. The treatment methods, combination of needle and moxa and cupping together. This is like just example of the acupoints. The day 1, she used 220, stomach 36, pericardium 7, 224, spleen 6, etc. Plus 4 gates, especially by using reducing method, like strong stimulation or reducing method. And day 2, they use the basic. This is the basic points based on your syndrome differentiation about that patient, and you add 5 heart center points together, and moxicone at ghost crying points. On ghost crying points, you can start from the upper ghost crying point first, and in the next treatment you can do on the lower ghost crying points. And day 3, basic points plus 2 points at the back, and jiaji points For Jiaji point, she used a lot in the clinic. First is because it's located between two meridian and a bladder meridian. So it not only regulate Jiaji, that line itself, but also can regulate the both the both lines beside the Jiaji points. And also it's safe. It's more safe than using a second line of bladder because it's close to the middle line, right? And also it's more effective and it's more sensitive. You will get very strong feeling than others. And also Jiaji points can regulate yin and yang, because having diseases is caused by abnormal between yin and yang, right? This is the basic. And also use bladder line 1, line 2 by moving cupping and blood lettering or blood lettering. And day 4, she do it again from the day 1. So this is one route, and then they do it again like alternatively. So according to the changing of symptom, choose different ghost points that I said. Based on your symptom differentiation, based on suitable, your convenience, and the meridian, something like that, you choose the different ghost points. She had 40 days of treatment. And during treatment, she didn't occur any sign of the symptoms like of depression, and better sleep quality, good appetite, acne scar was disappeared, and no new acne on the face. So her complexions get better. And in November, she sent the email to Dr. Hu that is not occur again, because she went back to the Canada and then she sent the email to Dr. Hu. So that is the case that very effective.
Please, how long does the needles always are in the pool?
We usually do it 30 minutes. 30 minutes, yeah. And it depends for about like hiccup. Dr. Hu said for the hiccup patient, she will do like 1 hour for him, because he can take a rest. Because when he do a needle, he can take a rest and the hiccup will not occur. So that is the way to treat his shen too, to just let him have a break without any hiccup, and then he will not think about it. And then sometimes when you not think about something and it just disappear, right? Case 2. This is female 30. The chief complaint was 1 month of legs lack of strength, palpitation, and prefer to walk rather than sit, and have a cervical problem. And the symptoms in the first visit: palpitation when lying down on one side, and had to walk for decreasing the symptom of hand shaking. So when she sit, she will have hand shaking. So she have to walk around for decreasing the hand shaking symptom. And menstrualgia, like a lot of blood during menses, during the period, due to too much pressure. So this is the reason: too much pressure, strong stimulation, right? Strong stimulation. 1 month ago, and couldn't remember about those days. So she got something that influenced her mind and spirit. And the treatment principle was regulate emotion and acupoints. This is the main one. So also based on your differentiation, you put another point too. And because Dr. Hu clinic will start from 8 to like around 11. So this is the time of spleen and stomach. if you go to the clinic, you might see her use a lot of spleen and stomach during this time. Because in this time, the qi is flowing in the spleen and stomach meridian. So she used ghost points, spleen and stomach, usher points, 4 gates, and got better after 4 times of treatment. And she still had a little bit of pain around the neck, but she had better facial complexion and don't have any hand shaking. So it's quite effective. So before I talking about how to treat addicted to something and insomnia and epilepsy, I will do some conclusion about Dr. Hu, how she treat patient. So based on this idea, her opinions, she said, the movement of spirit depends on the brain, meridian, acupoints, 脏腑 organs, blood vessels, and 悬府. Therefore, the disease is not only related to disorder of yin, yang, 脏腑, meridian, qi, and blood, but also have something to do with spirit disorder. So don't forget about spirit disorder. Don't forget to regulate the spirit. It's very important. Also, in the root of the root of the spirit in Huangdi Neijing has said, for all kind of diseases, you should start from treating shen or treating spirit. That is the key word. So she thought almost all the disease will more or less affect to mental, emotional, and activity of spirit. So that is reason why in the treatment, almost all the patients, Dr. Hu will choose the acupoints for regulating spirit. Especially will be more focused in regulating spirit in a patient with new onset of severe illness, because they got very strong stimulation and the new one. So your body cannot be able to adjust to that stimulation. And severe chronic illness and obvious pain, especially treating the poor or corporal soul, right? Choosing some points from lung meridian. Not only the ghost point itself, also lung 7, like Kong Zui, lung 7? No, lung 6. Yeah, and Lie Chue, behind the bone here as well. So she will use to treat some kind of pain, obvious pain, in order to achieve the effect of to calm down the spirit. And when you go to her clinic, you will see she will talk to the patient and smile to the patient. And also she will explain about the disease to the patient very clearly. And also she always said, you don't have any disease, you're just a normal person. That is the way that Dr. Hu treat the patient, like the mindset. So the mindset is very important. A lot of patients come to the doctor. If that patient don't believe in doctor, you're not gonna got any effect, because you have very strong mindset that I not gonna be treated by her. But if someone that very, very trust her and love her, and then they believe that I'm gonna be treated by her, so that is mindset, kind of a spirit set that you're gonna be good. That is also the one key point, that some patient will have good effect, but some patient will not good effect, even though you have very good treatment for them, even though you try everything, but because that person not believe in you, the qi of that person is not connect with your qi, because we also have the qi around us, right? So when you connect with someone, like your loved one, your boyfriend, girlfriend, you got like attractive energy like between them. So also patient and doctor, they have that kind of connection too. So if you just, I don't believe that doctor. I don't believe, especially when the student go to do a needle on the patient, they don't believe us. They just said, you are so like, you're just student. You don't have any experience. So they just block herself or himself from that kind of good energy from us. So that is the reason why some of the patient doesn't got any good effect by the treatment. So through talking with them, also can help them too. So how to treat insomnia? Insomnia, you can treat by herbs. You can treat by acupuncture, right? Or just some exercise maybe gonna help. But we're gonna look more about this. So what kind of point for treating insomnia? I will go straight for the main point. One, based on your syndrome differentiation. Number two, Qiao meridian. Yin qiao, yang qiao. We use it together. How to do it? Regulate. Again, it's not about boosting or reducing, but we regulate it. So we usually use 造海,
kidney 6.
kidney 6, and 胶性 is kidney 8, and 生脉
Level 62.
that is 62. Thank you. So we will usually use these 3 points. Alternatively, you can change. So just do it regular manipulation. You don't have to do like reducing or boosting technique. And you know, like qiao mai is related to your eyes. And also when we say why the patient or why the people can sleep is because yang go into yin, right? Yang go into yin. So what is yang here and what is yin? What is yang and what is
Yang
yin?
is opening the eyes.
Yeah, and yang here is wei qi. Wei qi, the one that protects our body. What is yin? When you say it's into yin, it's going to yin, and then you can sleep. So yin here is yin qiao mai, and yang here is yang qiao mai. So wei qi, this wei qi is travel in yang qiao mai, yin yang and yin qiao mai. So when this wei qi come from yang qiao mai and then it's give it to yin qiao mai, then you can sleep. And when in the morning, when wei qi from yin qiao mai is come from yin qiao to yang qiao, like give it to yang qiao, then you can be able to wake up. And also like the people with when they have to use alarm to wake up. Like you cannot wake up by yourself. That is also the reason of like lack of energy or feel fatigue all day, because it's not normal waking. It's because the alarm. For this kind of person, you also can use to regulate 荞麦. And for you guys, like you from the different places, you come from Germany, you come from China, and then the time is different. You cannot be able to adjust it. So in this case, for the you can use for the patient that like is going to travel to the another place. You can treat this one for protecting jet lag, yeah. Kind of help to treat to regulate 荞麦. And you can use this point. This is a popular one, but also there are many points that connect with 荞麦. You can look after that later. But how to use it is just do it alternatively. And also based on your syndrome differentiation. So in this idea, you can use for insomnia, and also you can use for epilepsy. So when people go like, shaking, when the epilepsy occurs, that kind of action is like yang, like too much of yang. So we said too much of yang. What is this yang? You can think it's Wei Qi. So it's travel or it's in yang and in 荞麦is too much in that time. Like for like this, is that it's too much in here? So the patient might occur that kind of like shaking at night, or during the day if the yang too much. So might happen in the daytime. So this is not rare, like it's not rare in clinic. She said she met a lot of people like with the epilepsy, and she used regulating 荞麦, and also have a very good effect. Like with the children, like the kids that have epilepsy, and then she or he will occur that shaking when they close the eye. Like when they close the eye, then this happens. So that means the Wei Qi from yang that give it to the yin, giving too much, and suddenly like give, like it should be like small amount or like in the right amount to give to yin, but give too much, and then it just when you close the eye and then just start shaking. That is the concept. You can use for epilepsy and also crosspoint. You can use it not only you can use it when it's not occurred to protect to, and also like 4 gates. And another point that we talk about. It is understandable?
Yes.
Yes.
So addicted to something. Coffee, cigarette, tea, or like game, smoke. So how? So we said it's related to intellect. Yeah, eat. Spin.
Yes.
You think about it, you memory it, you concentrate about a cigarette all day. You start from choosing this one, and there are the point for smoking. For smoking called Tian Mi. Do you know that?
No.
Jenny.
So here is between this point and this point. So it's like here, it's around here. So you can find the right location in the internet. And then ghost crying point. Ghost crying point. Because the one is from large intestine and the one is from spleen. So especially using the spleen one by Moxacone. How many? Do you remember? 3. Yeah.
Lung 11.
Yeah, lung 11.
Yes, it's true.
Lung 11?
Yes.
And ghost crying point and regulate spleen and stomach. That is the main idea that Doctor Who use it. And also not intellect. And gonna be something with heart. Because heart is the big boss. And also it's about thinking too, about conscious. When people will think about something, they also, it's the function of heart too. Do you have any like different idea of treating these? We can share. Yeah. Because that is for today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.